Our mission is maintaining American dominance in space. China wants to get there, but we're getting there first. We will win the second space race. I'm committed to getting us back to the moon before President Trump leaves office. Come aboard to the final frontier.
Well, NASA wants to send astronauts to the surface of the moon by 2027. The Artemis 2 mission around the moon scheduled for next April. Joining us tonight is the acting administrator of NASA. He's also the transportation secretary, Sean Duffy. Mr. Secretary, thanks for being here.
Brett, good to be with you. Thanks for having me.
You know, there's a notable tone shift in that video and how you're talking about it. Seems like another space race and acknowledging that China is on the move.
I think it's important to be honest, right? And so China's making great leaps in their space program. And it's important to note that their civil and military space program, there's no difference. They're all the same. And as you know, the U.S. comes in peace, right? We want our partners around the world to come together, and we want to win the second space race to the moon. But we know that China wants to get there before us. We're not going to let it happen.
为了早点回家剪视频，我在瓜子二手车买了台特斯拉，才花了9万9。买二手新能源就上瓜子，瓜子最近上了几千台新能源源头车，全是从个人和批发商这些源头来的，同样车况轻松省下万把块，错过就亏大了。瓜子二手新能源源头职工更省钱。
The mission is hopefully we're going to beat that April date. I'm not going to put too much pressure on us, but we hope we can do first part of the year. That is going to be a mission, a 4-man crew that's going to go out and around the moon. Artemis 3 is going to be when we land back on the moon. We're going to stay for a longer period of time, anywhere from 8 to 12 days on the moon. The longest time in the past was 3 days. And again, we're going to start sending payloads to the moon to start building our base camp. And then from there, again, we want to get in the early 30s to Mars. And this is critical. What we learn on the space station, what we learn on the mission to the moon is going to be critical to make sure we can sustain life. It's an 8+ month mission to Mars, and then you got to stay there, and then you got to come back. So again, it's critical lessons learned to make sure we can accomplish all those goals.
You know, it doesn't come without criticism, obviously, there's a lot flying around on Capitol Hill. Former astronaut, Senator from Arizona, Mark Kelly, wrote an op-ed in the New York Times. He said this: NASA is reportedly losing up to 4,000 employees, including some of its most experienced and specialized workers, because Mr. Trump is trying to take a sledgehammer to the civilian workforce. It has a stand-in administrator in Sean Duffy, who has a second job running the Department of Transportation. And in May, the Trump administration proposed a 24% cut to NASA's budget, the largest single-year cut in history, saying all of that is a bad thing if you're trying to get to all of these markers.
Yeah, so I get along well with Mark Kelly. I think he buys into the space exploration mission. But under President Trump's budget, what the senator failed to mention was the president actually put more money into space exploration. He's doubling down on it. And we do have a role in earth sciences. We played a critical role in the flooding in Texas and wildfires and farming, and we're still going to do that. But we are the only agency that explores beyond the stars. And again, Mark Kelly agrees with that. And again, we're not a jobs program. We are an exploration agency. We have enough money to accomplish that mission. And again, we've seen this all throughout government. Again, if we can do more with less, we're going to.
We saw Secretary of State Rubio joke on Labor Day about his 4 jobs.
For me personally, this is the most meaningful Labor Day of my life as someone with 4 jobs. And so
you're gaining on him. How is that all going?
You know, our DOT is humming, our air traffic control, our modernization of the airspace, that's going well. And so I do have some room to get this mission focused. But again, I think it needed direction, Brett. I think the American people thought that, you know, the NASA mission was fully focused on exploration. And what I've seen, and I've tried to tell the American people, is we have lost that focus. But again, this is, if you look at government, Brett, one of the greatest agencies that we have is NASA. People get excited about NASA. They get excited about exploration. Around the world, they love NASA. And again, I'm here to tell you, we are going back to the moon, and we're going to go to Mars.
We have a lot of viewers who love space stories. We've done a lot of a series of stories, so please keep us in the loop. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Brad.
瓜子二手新能源源头职工更省钱。